Okay, so for those of you joining again, we are Moose and Marky. Yes, I'm Marky Dragon, and this is Moose Bank.
Moose Bank.
And we are here to
Bump you up.
right. Not really. So anyway, we this show, we don't even really have a topic. We were talking a little bit about Reign of Kings.
Yeah.
And then, but you can call us, see? Marky Dragon, all one word, and you can call us and tell us what's on your mind. I do have a message here. So somebody sent us a message saying, what are your thoughts on Bethesda is going to release at E3? Okay, E3 is a couple months away. Oh,
Pete.
Sorry, you got usurped by Pete. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Duke.
Pete.
You are live with Marky and Moose.
He's verklempt. Yes. Do you know what that means?
I don't.
Oh, a loss for words.
Lost for words.
He can't quite speak. His microphone's not working.
Well, your beard does command just a presence. So.
It catches the radio waves and dampens them.
It does.
Like in Eve when I'm fighting another ship.
So that's why, okay, the ECM bursts just don't.
Right. So when I fight other people in real life, it just collects all the punches and nullifies them. Actually, it makes them so they can't quite hit me. Because they can no longer target.
I think we could also harness the power of your beard for collecting tears, and then we could ring them into my tear tank, which is what powers the Moose Army.
Right. Sounds salty.
It is quite salty, but it's good for electrolyte increases.
Yeah. Well, Pete seems to have lost his voice. Sorry, Pete.
Call back
when you got it figured out.
Yep.
He says, believe it to be multiple games such as the new Fallout, and they're telling people that they're working on Elder Scrolls, maybe Dishonored 2. Have you played any of those games?
I have not.
Okay, sorry. We're going on to the next person. So it's a Marky Moose.
A Marky Moose.
Troll is. Yes, inside my beard, I hide Chuck Norris's fist.
Well, I saw a couple of babies off to the exact. Yeah, you've got definitely Chuck Norris's. Pete's calling back.
Yeah. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
You're on the air. How may we help you with your sexual dysfunctions? Silence. Pete's microphone still doesn't work.
They have the options to test your mouth.
Yes. I would test next time. Please test. So, am I Gabriel Iglesias' twin brother?
That question was almost definitely directed to you.
It is? I don't even know who Gabriel Iglesias is.
Really?
Really? This is my I'm not bullshitting you face.
Gabriel Iglesias.
This is my bullshitting you face.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the difference. Gabriel Iglesias is a very famous comedian, stand-up comedian, and I happen to look.
My beard?
No. That was the one day a couple weeks ago when you were eating burritos on stream, and you continuously apologized for it. You had a little bit of lunch in your beard one time. Yeah. But they looked like delicious burritos.
That's like leaving your fly down, and then nobody telling you. Why am I hearing about it just now?
I just assumed you knew. But anyway,
I left it there on purpose.
Exactly, because you wanted to have it, later for you. But the Gabriel Iglesias is he's a famous stand-up comedian, and it just so happens I look like him.
Yeah. Stand-up comedian. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not that funny. So I did see though that Tenchi had taken a question or a poll at the end of the show. Tenchi, what was the number one answer that people said that I was having for lunch? So, you can share that, and we'll I'll tell you whether or not you were correct, and you can say who won or something like that.
Rizalon says Moose Cam is going to eat you. Really?
Okay. So
the more you know.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see here. Tacos was in the lead.
When would tacos ever not be in the lead?
I did have soft tacos. I had Caribbean soft tacos.
Yes, we did. It was.
Oh, yeah, you had that
delicious.
too.
the
Yeah,
same-
you had the same thing.
Really good. A little not. I wouldn't call it on the hot side. I mean, it was definitely spicy, but I had just the right amount of spice, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So, yeah, tacos were the win.
Looks like
Tacos.
Pete is sorted now.
He says that. All he's got to do is call and prove it.
Let's go ahead and see. He might win a prize. There's no prizes to be given away, but you could always win a prize.
Okay. Oh, no. Goat and Company. Hello,
Yo,
Goat.
mate.
Hello.
Mate, you down under?
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Now you sound Jamaican.
Pete, you're gonna have to
Alright.
hold on a moment.
No, he doesn't have to hold on. So,
So we're just playing
Welcome to the
RuneScape, you know?
Dragons.
Hello.
there's
Hello,
Pete.
Pete.
Hello.
Pete and Goat
Success.
get to duke it out now.
3.0 for you, 3.0 for us.
So Goat, what's on your
Welcome
mind?
to the Dragons.
Playing RuneScape, you know?
RuneScape. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and do you cheat in the game?
Nah, just about to.
You're just about to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
do it.
It's a good thing that I caught you pre-cheating.
Admitting it is the first step.
Really nice.
Right. There's a support group for that, I
There
think.
is. There is.
Maybe even down in Australia.
Yeah. Really nice.
They call it the Down Under group, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like it's bullshit though that you're down under.
No, I'm down up.
Oh, you're down
He's
up.
down up.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
better.
at least he's on uppers instead of downers. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Pete, what are your comments on this?
I actually didn't catch the start of the conversation there. Apart from RuneScape.
You're lucky. You're
Oh,
lucky.
man.
Yeah.
I originally had an Eve question, but let's continue this. See what
No,
happens.
Oh, let's continue this. So tell me how you're going to cheat in RuneScape.
yes.
You know, just cheating.
Just cheating. That sounds spectacular. And there's only about 2 people that still play RuneScape. So all you're doing is harming yourself and the other person.
And the one other person.
Fucking old bitch.
Oh,
Wow.
I love it. Yes,
What
yes, yes. So love you too, man. So okay.
I think the other question was about Eve.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's move on to something else. Are you about to cheat in Eve, Pete?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good.
Do you condone cheating in Eve?
And no, I don't.
Good.
Okay.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But I would like to talk about code. Do you feel comfortable talking about that?
about code.
About Code?
Yeah.
Oh, Code Alliance?
Yes. But my first question when talking about code is, are you a member of Code?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So, what are your? You know what code is, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so I know what code is. I know what code is 5.3 billion times worth of ISK. One ISK.
Yeah, I saw that one. Ouch.
Yeah. That happened the day I had filmed the interview, and that happened to me a couple hours before the interview aired. And they basically said they would never blow up anybody who was at the controls. And then right after that, I got blown up. In between the one day in between recording that and airing that interview. So yeah, they lied just a little bit.
Yeah, I saw the interview. Very interesting. But the fact that that happened straight after, it kind of changes things a little bit.
I almost edited that video to add something at the end that started with F and ended with U.
We will let you, as the viewers, decide what the other 2 letters. Oh, wait, I gave it away.
Is there 2 letters? Oh, yeah. Anyway, yes. So code has its place. Everyone needs someone to hate. Look at Howard Stern.
Fair statement.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Yeah. So Pete, what do you think?
Well, I'd like to tell you a little bit of history about my character first.
All right.
So, I mean, I've had my account since 2004, I think. And the whole time I've been in Eve, almost had a one-track career, you might say, and that is mining.
Mining.
Okay. Don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I love mining.
Now,
Okay.
high sec, low
Yeah.
sec, or null sec?
Some people
To be
like
honest.
filing books, and they're called
Yeah.
librarians.
This is true.
And it's the same kind of thing.
Some
Yeah.
people like scooping poop off the floor and
And they're called pooper scoopers. What do they call them?
moose men.
Is that what you do for a living?
It is. It is. I didn't tell you about that. Yeah.
Oh my god. I knew there was a smell. Continue on, Pete.
Anyway, I'll mine anywhere, go anywhere, just to have a look, maybe make some money. But I was reading the code of HiSec, and it's got all these rules, but a lot of them contradict themselves later on in the what's it called?
It's because
The
they've
code.
modeled it after a religion.
Yeah.
And all religions contradict themselves.
Continuously.
Yes.
I mean, codes never harm me in
Welcome
any
to
way.
the Dragons.
You see them coming in, you warp. Simple as that. And you can scan them down, do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But the thing is, since they started in the area that I mine, HiSec, okay, I've got two choices: either go to my low-sec areas or possibly wormhole, okay, and go there and be ganked in the same sort of fashion, but by PvPers,
Right.
okay, or I be very vigilant in HiSec, okay. Now, to me, that's not my type of mining, especially in HiSec, okay.
you like a little risk and more
yeah.
profit.
But I'd rather do that in low sec.
Any
Okay.
reason why you've never gone into nullsec to mine?
No, I've been to null sec, but only once. I prefer low sec, to be honest. Yeah.
So, are you more of a solo miner, or do you typically like to mine in a group?
Now that's the thing I was going to come to next. I'm a solo miner. I was a Unista, of course, back when I first started, and they're great and all, but I figured, there's nothing I could do with them that I wouldn't do them by myself. Okay, and this is the danger to me because I'm all out there on my own. Tanks don't really mean anything on an exhumer, so you're pretty much guaranteed to die. And at the moment, with them in my region, it's not even worth undocking.
Right.
Okay, and that's killed the game for me. So I'm thinking now. I don't think I'll bother subscribing next month. I'll go in and play my other gaming interests. Okay, and that's the problem I have.
Were you?
It's sorry. Go ahead.
So, and how long have you been playing?
Since 2004, he said.
2004, I couldn't make count, but I wouldn't say I played all that time.
Well, a couple of interesting things. One really interesting thing was the stats on the longevity of how long people play. The ones that got ganked,
Right.
actually play longer than ones that didn't get ganked.
Yeah.
And which is kind of you think that if somebody mugs you, that you would avoid hanging around, but in Eve it's actually the opposite.
Which is a very interesting concept, by the way. Because to me personally, I would take that the opposite fashion. Well, I guess, for instance, whenever I first started, even about 2005, I really focused onto the industrial side of things, mining, things of that nature. But I was continuously getting ganked. So I ended up moving into a larger nullsec corporation. So that way you had the security of the PvPers and you could go into your tight little corners and you could mine and I would, of course, multi-box and things of that nature. But it's curious how you said that you've been in nullsec, but I didn't get the opinion that you really stuck with it, or maybe you just like the aspects of being by yourself and solo, more than being together with a group.
Yeah, I think that would be the other way. I'd have to join a larger corporation.
If now just for grins and giggles, if you were to pick a nullsec, we'll call them factions, say if you had to pick one of the bigger ones, or even by region of space, you as a high sec low sec miner, what do you think would be either more profitable or possibly more safer for you?
Couldn't answer that question, I'm afraid, without more investigation into it, really.
Okay. Well, I think one
I
of the
couldn't answer that either.
You couldn't answer. Well, I guess me because
It's a tough question.
A lot of people know the majority of my Nullstick experience was with CFC, and I have been in multiple corporations within the CFC. So I've basically lived down and up and down the entire west, I guess, portion of the universe. I've lived, in Branch. I've lived in Catch, Fountain, Delve, all of that. So. I think the great thing about Eve is there's no lack of people willing to help with information. So I definitely think that you should reach out to some people, before you decide, to not subscribe again, I'll be more than happy, to sit down with you and give you any type of tips. But it's just like Marky says all the time. This is probably one of the greatest, MMO games that I've ever played. So.
Sorry, I got calls mixed up.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody needs a break from a good thing every once in a while.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I just have
Welcome
one
to
more
the
thing,
Dragons.
is how people feel about code themselves, because I'm torn. I really believe in what they're trying to achieve,
Welcome to the
to what
Dragons.
goals they have, but I don't agree with the way they're doing it.
You sound like a victim promoting his attacker.
Me
Definitely,
knowing
yeah.
code only
Yeah.
only by reputation, what are they trying to achieve?
Friction.
Read
They do
Bump
that
Miner.
quite well.
Yeah. I don't know that their goals are very clear, and many people that are in code don't exactly know what all code stands for. They're just
No, I
in
think-
it to go kill
yeah.
ships.
Definitely, yeah.
They're quite successful at it, though. You can't deny them that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So okay, Pete. Well,
Yep.
hope to see you in the future, and maybe take a break and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks for the discussion, guys.
Yeah, buddy,
Right,
thanks
right.
For the call.
Dear Abby type. We'll send you a bill for the therapy.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Bye. So, okay. So, Tur, hello.
Hey,
How we
Hey.
doing?
good. Congrats on the new beard.
Grats on the new beard. I've had it for almost a year now.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on your channel.
It should be a happy anniversary.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's a pretty epic beard now, isn't it?
No, so I've been watching your channel since like the glider bottle, really long time ago. And how do you feel about the new like pay as you go model, or I think they call them like
Like subscriptions?
like
That's not new. You like free to play? Get the game for
Well-
free?
it's like freemium games, like where you constantly pay all the time. It's like microtransactions.
Oh, pay to win games.
Yeah.
Pay to win? Like you have to buy the best gun to be the best
Or
character?
like I think a really good example for the handheld game is the Clash of Clans, where you
Yeah,
can
that's-
you
that's like the-
you can play the game normally by yourself, but if you pay real money, you can get, and for them
Yeah,
it's
like you can
gems.
own like everybody, or you can have like the best building, and then like whenever people like go in your property, they're gonna get wrecked by the people that guard it because they have the best eye level stuff. And it's like that in Eve or H1Z1 sometimes, or Counter Strike.
It's not like that in Eve.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're referring to, you can buy Plex to turn it into ISK, but it's still not, because everything is still based off of your skill points. I mean, yeah, sure, you can buy a shiny ship,
Right.
but it's, I think that's the great thing that
if
I
you don't
love
know how to
about
fly
Eve.
it doesn't make any
Exactly.
difference.
You can have the best, 150 million skill point character, with a completely dead space fitted out ship, but if you don't know how to fly your boat, you're going to die every single time.
Which, yes, I understand that completely. But how do you feel about that kind of model in some games? Like, I think it makes it too overpowered for some like new players that are trying to earn their stuff and not buy it all.
Okay, so I think we've got a couple of different things going on here because Eve is not pay to win at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like what you're talking about is more pay to win is what you kind of object to. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You don't want people to have an advantage in game,
That
a
not
competitive
everybody can
advantage in game from having more money in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a really interesting thing because in the United States, our Western culture typically does not like this.
Yeah.
Now, if you go over to an Eastern culture, then
Like China, I've heard that like there's like gaming camps and stuff in like China and stuff, which, and I've been playing. I started World of Warcraft when I was 8 years old, and I'm 16 now. So like and then like I got my smartphone in like 2011 when Clash of Clans like first came out.
and you're tired of getting owned. You know, you need to
Yeah,
go out
like,
and mow
it's-
lawns so that you can buy these better buildings.
Buy some gems.
No, I Clash of Clans one day, right? Like my brother, he's an accountant, right? And he has like these amazing buildings that he earned, right? And then he like one time
At band camp?
he had this person that he knows, right? And this person literally spent $800 on their Clash of Clans building.
Yeah.
Well,
And you know who won? The person that spent a year and a half on that game, or the person with the $800 building?
You know,
okay, so who won?
The person with the $800 building.
Okay. Well, you know, they're offering the game for free,
Yeah.
right? And so it's a business. They have to pay for it somehow.
somehow.
And if people didn't like spending money on it, nobody would. And everybody who's not willing to spend money is cannon fodder.
Yep.
And what that means is you are there to shoot, for the other people to shoot. Now, you can earn your way up, and it's this way in World of Tanks. You can earn your way up, and you can run your big tanks, but you can't run your big tanks full time unless you're paying.
Yeah.
And so now, is it possible that this person who spent like $800 to upgrade their buildings all the way, is it possible for a free player to get there?
It is like, I think my brother's played the game for almost 2.5 years now, and he's only gotten to like probably like, because you know how in that
He
game
sucks at the game then and needs a tutor.
no, the game, like it takes like, I think it's like it could take like 3 weeks for one building to install. Like it has like a timer, it has like a cooldown.
They're saying it's not pay to win, it's pay to
It's
skip.
pay to skip. Yeah, I think Chromatical's really hit it on there.
Plus like there's like these crystals in the game that like you
Don't
buy
even get me
that
started on the
currency,
crystals.
and you buy that currency and then you use it. Now I got another
And then
question.
you're hooked. Do they give you the first crystals free?
Yeah, like give you like 100, but 100
It's
only
like,
gets.
it's like that blue meth we were talking about
Right,
earlier
right.
today.
Yeah. I gave him a tour of the manufacturing plant before we came here.
Still got a little.
So I have another question for you, Marky Dragon.
Okay.
So recently I started running about 8 WoW accounts, botting gold all the time, and selling it on the market. Like
Uh-huh.
you were talking about years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I've made some decent success with that.
Really?
Just the only problem is that like keeping it running all the time and everything else, like I've had to buy another graphics card so it would run decently, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've been doing that for about 6 to 7 months now. And
Okay.
I've made upwards of $3,000-$4,000 doing that.
So how do I
because
buy another video card? No problem.
I bought I think I have 2 780s now and a 2 AMD 8 cores.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are your parents questioning where you're getting all of this from?
I sold one time. One time I tried selling my company one time. I was checking what the net worth of it was, and it was like upwards of like, I don't know, $5,000-$6,000, which I run a gold selling business, and like I don't know if any. Do you still play, or I think you quit one time in
I
the
have
video?
not played in years.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but like when like right now, like the decline in the market is really real right now, which and I sell on Reddit forums and everything else like that. No, my parents don't question where I get the
RMT
money.
is bad, okay?
Okay. No, but I've been playing the game since I was like 8 years old. So like I've learned the market. I've learned how people work. Which I lost what I was gonna say there.
Tur, this is your father. You've been very bad, and now you're grounded to your room for life. And your WoW accounts, they are now all mine. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, your dad called in too. He's been watching the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like my dad's in Minnesota or Florida or something like that right now. I don't. He's definitely not gonna call in. I bet.
Uh-huh.
But he just called us, and he's
Sure.
you're actually in trouble, and you're probably gonna be grounded.
Yeah.
You're funny. So I think you're from Florida. I think you're from Florida if I remember right.
Tur, this is your mom. And, yeah, you are so busted, dude. I'm at work right now, and I'm just listening to this Marky Dragon and Moose thing show, and I think that you know...
Welcome to the Dragon.
Dude, when you get home, your ass is getting spanked. Mm-hmm.
You heard it here.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
well, Tur, I'm...
We got
have
lots of
fun and check out the movie Play Money that's coming out later this year.
Yes.
Where I'm in it, and you see what happens when Blizzard sues someone for $6 million. Okay, next caller, please.
Next color.
And it is true. That is going to be in the. It's a feature-length documentary film that it does. It does go over the lawsuit of Blizzard suing Glider for $6 million, and so
Nice little chunk of change there.
it'll be interesting. Yeah. Hello, Daniel.
Hey,
You're
Daniel.
on the air.
Hi.
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 What's up?
Not much. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, don't have a very good call going on here.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah. So,
Did you have a question for us?
Really? I just wanted to talk. I'm bored.
you're bored? Oh,
Looks like we
yeah.
got a bad connection.
Yeah. We're going to go on to the next caller
Yeah.
here. Oh, what was this the guy that we just talked to?
I don't think so.
Hello, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Hello, mate.
You're the next contestant on what is
Who?
our show?
Who wants to be a dragon moose?
A moose.
Oh, isn't it, mate? That's
It
really
is.
fun, isn't it?
This is the Dragon
There
Moose
was-
Down Under show.
There was rumors about this show in the past, and it's been exposed finally.
It has.
Yeah. So, Danny, what's on your mind?
Oh, just playing some Xbox, you know.
Some Xbox, okay?
What do you like to
Yeah,
play on
it's-
Xbox? I like that game too.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
fun- that's a fun
yeah.
one.
It's called Tabula Rasa, is its other name, also known as Blank Slate or Blank Stare.
Or Blank Stare, yeah. No, but I think they support RMT on that, so.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
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 mhm.
How's
Well, it looks like the call is fading there. He must be playing his Xbox over a cell phone connection.
Yes.
So, you know. Okay, we're available for the next caller here.
Next caller here.
Yeah. You're the next contestant on The Moose is Right.
Looks like we're timing out again.
What? Damn internets.
I guess the moose is wrong.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know, somebody keeps stepping on the internet cable. Is what it keeps.
Damn it, George.
Yeah. So, yes, and we were. We are still recording though.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So tell me, what was it like to come into the office for the first time?
For the first time described 5 times now. No, I mean, like I said, the other 4 times, it was incredibly overwhelming. Just the amount of artwork and everything that you have, just displayed here. It's It's incredibly impressive. And here I thought that my tiny little 3-screen setup with my cute little, green screen in the back and my Blue Yeti with my microphone stand and my webcams that I have set up here, I thought I was the bee's knees. I've got this all figured out. I'm going to conquer Twitch overnight. And then I step into here and absolutely wowgasmed. Not going to lie. I know that that as soon as I get home and I have a talk with Tits, I call my wife Tits, by the way. She is not going to be overly happy whenever I tell her all the new toys that I want to buy now. So,
How does one's wife get the name Tits?
well,
Well, maybe I don't want to know this.
well, it looks like
It just sounds very odd.
well, she likes to call me a dick. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, okay.
Either because I'm well endowed, or because I'm kind of a jerk sometimes, which wouldn't be surprising to a lot of people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that much of a dick. But so I guess you could call it a pet name, even though it's not really a pet name. And because of that, I had to come up with some sort of a fancy rebuttal that kind of resembled the same type of scenario. And she is more well endowed in the memory area.
Welcome
Okay,
to the
okay.
Dragons.
Yes, I see we're going too far here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, let's see here. Okay, looks like we're back up on Twitch again.
Welcome
I,
to the
um,
Dragons.
I have to say that that I don't know what the internet problems are here, but we're definitely experiencing them.
Yes.
And so we'll do our
Welcome
best to
to the
keep trucking on
Dragons.
here. And let's see here. So do feel free to call. It's Marky Dragon, all one word, on Twitch. And so, yes. Let's see here. So feel free to call.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for the next call.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hello, Johnny. How's it going?
Oh, this is Sam.
Hey, the Moose Dragon. How's it going?
What's up, Johnny?
Not much. First time caller. So,
Long time
Hopefully
listener,
long
first time
time listener,
caller.
yeah.
Yes.
well, first off, Marky, thank you very much for putting in so much effort to keep us entertained.
It's all a mistake. Yeah.
I thought as much. That's why we sent Moose there to investigate.
This is true.
So, it's true. And behind you, Moose, there's a Tempest. Can you bring that back to the Moose house, please?
That is, I completely intend on doing that. I just didn't want to let him know.
I
Thanks
have
for.
I have a little side trap over there that's meant to distract you. That's right behind you too.
So that's where the bear trap is, or the moose trap.
Yeah.
He set a moose
So,
trap for me.
We got so many people calling at the moment.
So, legitimate question about EVE Online.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are doing the faction warfare thing right now. A couple of streamers all together, right?
Yes.
What are y'all intending to do next as far as that? I mean, other than just a little bit of faction warfare.
I'm getting so many calls
we're
right
getting
now.
blasted
I'm getting
with calls.
bombed. Okay, so I'm gonna put myself as do not disturb so that nobody hears those.
Just for the moment, yeah.
And but you can't while you have active calls. What did I do? I have
You
a
broke
warning.
the internet. You actually broke the internet.
No, it's we figured out it's actually George stepping on the fiber optic cable.
Who's George?
George is the moose that hangs outside. What happened?
I don't know. I've got a warning here. Your persistence will be set to do not disturb, and you will not be able to receive notifications about incoming calls. Yes, please. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so now when calls come in, we'll let them continue to ring. You guys can continue to call. You just won't hear them.
Just like it is when you call a radio show.
And I'm going to look like do not disturb. Yes, except we are not screening the call. So guys, do feel free to call back. Except for you who has the N-word in your name, I'm not answering.
Wise man.
That's
Okay.
horrible.
Yes.
No race card. No race card needed.
Right. Yes, nor no race riots.
For George.
Okay. Okay.
So-
yes. Johnny, tell us what's on your mind.
Yes.
We'll start over again.
Okay, we'll start at the beginning. I was asking about the faction warfare thing that you guys are currently doing, and what you're intending to do next.
I am going to burn all their houses down
Every one of them.
to the blocks.
Does that answer your question?
I would say y'all should make an anti-code coalition.
Wait, in Reign of Kings?
No, EVE Online.
Okay. So we're talking about a different game.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, nah. The code is aligned with Goons.
Yeah.
And Goons is really big.
Huge.
And, if I wanted to waste money, I would align myself against them. I'm not about wasting all my money.
They have a lot of it too.
There is, though, an anti-gank channel in EVE that has a lot of people that feel just like what you're talking about having stuff to, they actually call out where the ganks are happening, and they fly fleets over there to try and gank the gank fleets.
And then the ganked fleets end up getting ganked because they monitor those gank channels.
Something like that. But they have a station that they work out of near Udema, and I actually filmed some of my stuff there and watched the fleets, the fleets of like a dozen ships go out, and we'd watch like a fleet of a dozen pods come back in all flashy red. And so
Welcome
going
to the
back to it again,
Dragons.
they stated, CCP stated that it's actually good for the game.
Wow.
I don't like code, but
I never would have got that from you. That you don't like code. Sarcasm, of course.
right. Insert sarcasm here.
I'll hold up a sign next time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's
We can make one of those.
my bat? I gotta hit a moose next to me.
So as far as what you're saying though is it's just a bad investment to try to form some type of coalition to fight them off.
Well, you really have to look at it this way. The whole point, or we were talking about this earlier today, that we were really not sure of the point of code, but they want fights.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you would be counterproductive if you form a group of people to fight them, because then you're just giving them what they want.
Yeah, actually, they're like the people that when you have somebody that's really bothering you and everything you say to them doesn't seem to work, and so you stop talking to them, and then they eventually go away.
Yeah.
That would probably be the best method, but the problem is that we'd have to align all of the EVE players that get griefed by them to act in unison.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Go for it, man.
Good luck. I mean, if you guys are looking for fights, you'll definitely get them.
Yeah.
Well, at least I know I have the full support of the entire Moose House.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Sandman 1000. He's one of my moderators. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
So
I recognize the voice.
thanks for calling in.
every time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, and so we're available for calls.
Yep.
And Lisa, if you hear this, I could really use another Dr. Pepper. Maybe is one of the kids around? Are any of the kids home?
I can hear it in the living room. She has it on. So
Yeah. So anyway,
looks like Twitch chat is definitely blowing up.
let's see here.
Oh, got an incoming call.
Hello, Rollas.
Yo, what's up, man?
At Fleet. Oh wait, he's
Ooh,
showing us
what
food.
Is that?
Is that
Tacos.
Tacos.
Delicious.
Yes.
So I can't talk for very long.
Right? Because you got to
we
put
wouldn't
food in your
expect
mouth.
you to.
So 2 questions.
Two answers.
The first one is Reign of Kings. I watched that, and I keep seeing you naked, and it's just something I can't do.
Right.
It's too painful
What?
to watch.
Wait. Don't
Put some clothes on, and
don't-
then maybe I'll tune in. I just can't. I can't watch that. I watched that for a
don't-
few minutes. Watch you
Don't
got
you think my
dragged
ass
around.
is sexy?
No.
But I wear
That is
special
just
thongs.
that was a disturb. I will never see. I can't unsee that.
Yeah. Okay.
That is definitely a debate for another time. Your ass being sexy. So
The second thing is I heard this story, this rumor that Iron was going to keep you on the top of the bounty in Eve and then that didn't happen. And then I heard something about another 100 billion going on, and that didn't happen. Is that going to happen, or is that not going to happen?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Iron.
I haven't heard any of that, so.
Yeah.
Well, I know the two of you are close, so I figured you might have the inside scoop there.
Oh. Yeah.
Which two is he talking about?
I don't know. Remove a finger.
Tacos are waiting. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves.
All right, buddy.
Okay,
Thanks for calling.
Yeah,
You
that
bet,
was
thanks.
that was Trolles, everybody.
Yes.
Leader of the Air Hogs. Otherwise known as Rollas in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just replaced that R with, or we just insert a T in the front.
Insert the T. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Always insert T.
okay, so we are available for more calls. You know, ask us anything you want.
It's like someone calling on top there.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he's the
no.
guy I'm ignoring.
Yeah, I would definitely ignore that.
For
one.
obvious reasons. He, he just, he doesn't get it. He didn't hear me say that because of his name, oh man, he is persistent.
Yes, he is.
Oh man, the hate. So, okay, yeah. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, he's blocked. Oh, I blocked the wrong person.
Oops.
Oh, wait, he just changed his name. It's the same person.
Trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I don't get it. So, the WoW caller took your question. Oh, so you've been farming in WoW, and you're becoming an RMT god, and you're making so much money that you were able to buy a GTX 780?
$4,000. Yeah.
Is that how much those are?
Oh no, that's how much he said he made.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And his mom called in, and his dad called in, both very disappointed.
Very upset.
Yeah.
RMT's bad. Okay.
Yeah, it'll cause you problems. Get you hung up on eventually.
Colon problems too.
Colon.
Yeah. It's pretty serious.
Yeah. Along with Mexican food. Yeah.
That'll actually clear that'll clear.
I don't want to hear any more. Say hello to South Brazil. Well, South Brazil's welcome to call, but hello, South Brazil.
Hello.
So, he was referring to the question about running around naked. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, yeah, only in video games. Okay. Morris. Hello.
Hello.
Marky, yeah, hi. It's,
Uh-huh.
Sugary Nugs.
Sugary Nugs.
Oh, Sugary Nugs. What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Yeah. I'd like to ask, can you give us a walkthrough? Yeah. Can you give us a walkthrough for your memorabilia behind you?
Oh, suppose I could do a little bit.
Might take a while.
Yeah, you can't see all of it, and we don't have hours. Is there anything that catches your eye on the camera that you want to know about? No?
No? Nothing specific?
I will tell you here. I will grab one thing. So I'll grab one thing, and Moose is going to make something up because I'm going to go grab a Dr. Pepper, which is not on my wall. But then on my way back in, I'm going to pull something off of the shelf here, and it's actually really cool. So
What? That could be anything in this flipping room.
it has nothing to do with video games too.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yes, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself.
All right. So we're going to turn over into to Twitch chat real quick. See, Cold87 says, at Moose, I heard rumors you are somehow affiliated with Brave. How do you feel about the coup that took place earlier today? I'm actually not affiliated with Brave. Yeah, Moose, hurry up and grab the Tempest. There's a moose trap. We've got to be careful. So, yeah, it's I always find it funny how I always get thrown into all kinds of different bunches. Apparently, I'm in Brave, I'm in BL, I'm in CFC. So lots of really good. But I will admit that I am not in Brave, so I know nothing about that except for the same information that you guys have heard. But what is that?
It's something cool.
I want to see it.
Okay, so little piece of history, and this right here, blocking the microphone here. I'll get you guys a good look at it. This right here, this is actually something from Renaissance era, real Renaissance. So this is a plate from His Highness. It was King Henry IV.
Really?
So this is a German-made plate that was commemorating the liberation of France by King Henry IV.
Oh yeah.
And it was made in let's see, it's commemorating an event in 1594, but this was made in the 17th century.
Good Lord.
So anyway, yeah, you want to see that?
I would love to see that.
It's some sort of cast iron or something like that.
The attention to detail is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so, just like the medieval, the medieval, games that I like to play, I actually have a few medieval items.
It's as big as my head, but not my ego. So.
Right. Okay. I have an adjustable crown for that. It has.
Where is your crown, by the way?
It's right here. It's right here. So
that is brilliant.
Yes.
That is brilliant.
But I usually only wear it when I'm actually king.
I know. I remember one time I was watching your stream. Yes, I am a big fan of Marky Dragon stream, and I saw you put it on one time, and that was just phenomenal.
And when I'm cooking the meth, because I do that too. And let's see here.
Oh, only the blue stuff though. Only the blue stuff.
Right. So I am.
It can't be a bit of meth.
He is the one who knocks.
I am Walter White's brother.
Yes. Who also knocks?
Bob Wright.
Bob Wright. Oh, that is brilliant, guys.
Okay.
You saw it here today on the Marky channel.
Yeah, here.
That is brilliant.
I'll fly this off like a frisbee. So, okay, well, Morris, hope that satisfied your curiosity. We'll do it again sometime.
Thanks, Morris.
Okay, so, hello, Resalon.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not bad, you?
Good. What's on your mind?
I want to come back to your server.
I had a feeling that's what this was.
I wondered on
about.
whether or not I would actually, answer this. Yeah. So, but we need to discuss that probably offline.
Yeah. Now, if you remember earlier, he told you in 7 hours from after he talked to you originally, he said that he would be in TeamSpeak to talk to you. I was there. I was listening. I remember.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So, okay. Well, yes, we'll talk later.
Yes. Crazy people. He talked to you originally.
Hello, Jan.
Speak to talk to you. I was there. I was listening.
Okay, let's go for a copyright violation. Yes.
Up
With
success.
country.
Up success.
Yes. Here, let me open a Dr. Pepper. It could be a beer.
How do you drink that? Dr. Pepper.
Like this. Jan, we're not answering again. I don't fall for the troll twice. The troll only trips me once.
Dragon never forgets.
Is that true?
It's true. Well, you should know. You are one.
Well, I couldn't remember.
Exactly.
Yes.
Doctor is fruity nice, and beer is better.
Oh, man. Okay. So, Tenchi wants to know from Boca Dragon, who is my wife in real life, if I'm allowed to have friends over after this. I don't think we've broken anything, or except for maybe some rules, but
Well, you haven't let me into the fine china area yet.
A moose in the china?
A moose in the china. So
the damage the horns would do.
I'm telling you.
Yes. What is in the Star Wars box near the Star Trek frame? That is the collector's edition of Star Wars Galaxies. Yes. I have not looked in that box for... How many years have I had that?
I don't know.
So maybe 10 years? Is that how old it is? There might be a skeleton in there.
Is that what that smell is? Let's go ahead and pull this bad boy out. What is an impressive box?
Yeah, I don't know. It has no date on it.
Yeah. Is that leather bound?
So no, it's faux leather.
Faux leather.
Yeah, leather. So let's see here. It's got a nice book in it.
Books are good.
And never mind, you can't get them out of there. And look at that. Yes, so I have a pewter ornament.
Little dude?
Lady with... No, it's a woman.
Little dude.
Welcome to the Dragons.
See the boobs on there?
I do.
Yeah, that's a woman.
But every time I talk about boobs, you yell at me, so...
I have a Star Wars Galaxies pin in here.
Pins.
Yeah. Okay. So, there's the game, some manuals. You know what? There's really not very much in here.
Some sort of
This is back when they actually printed manuals.
I remember that day.
Right. So they actually printed manuals. It's actually almost thick.
Or how about the day when they actually printed correct instructions on how to build things? Say you get a table from IKEA, and instead of just a picture with 57,000 different things on it.
We could install this.
We could.
Not that there's any servers to play these days. So, actually not too much. The box is prettier than the contents.
I have to agree with that statement. The Fleather's really nice.
That's why I hadn't opened this in so many years. Okay. Well, so another thing on the floor. And it's really on the floor now. It's exposing that I need to dust. You see that?
I do.
There's a whole line on the shelf there where you can see where the box was. So, yeah, apparently there's some emulator to still play it. I can tell you a really cool story about the game. My friend of mine and I, he was also a dragon. He was Onslaught Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That blue dragon up there is his.
Okay.
And nobody on camera nobody can see that.
I like that dragon though. It's nice.
And it anyway, back in the day when I first started doing all of this stuff, we had free game cam and we were broadcasting on that. He'd broadcast on there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we became really good friends in real life. We found out that we were actually living in the same town. And
the same town.
Yeah.
Not just the same state.
Right.
That's incredibly rare.
And so we hung out all the time. We became best friends. And anyway, he died in real life. Yeah.
Oh.
And that was a pretty shocking day. I remember getting a call from his wife, and all she could do was scream on the phone. And I'm like, I know something's wrong. And anyway, so that was a bad day, but the community in Star Wars Galaxies loved him so much that they petitioned to have a monument erected in the game for him.
Yeah.
And they did. They built this building that looked kind of like a Roman, hall or whatnot to house a statue, and they had a statue of his character in there, and people could go visit this and remember him. And I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That's something that doesn't happen very often in games.
I could think of a few different occurrences. I know that and goodness gracious, I'm gonna get slammed for forgetting him because I actually knew him too. In CFC, even a lot of the stations are named after him. It was a CFC FC who died. And God goodness, I know Twitch chat's gonna go crazy with the name of
Is it
him.
Vile Rat?
Vile Rat, yes, yeah, Vile Rat. Yep, I actually knew Vile Rat. Whenever he died, they did a lot of things for him. And then there was there's a World of Warcraft player. Whenever
Leroy
Rag-
Jenkins, very famous for dying.
There was Leroy Jenkins. I think it was even before Leroy Jenkins. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Vile Rat there. It's popping up now. But where they did a monument and people were lining up across Azeroth to pay their respects, and then there was a bunch of different guilds and things like that came into it was a PvP server. But I definitely like whenever games come together as a community. For things like that. I think rest in peace, Vile Rat. Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, let's see here. Yes, well, I'm calling him back because he's like, "Yo, man, when you gonna pick up? Yo, man,
yo, what's up, Faz?
You're live on the air, bro,
dude."
Now he can't talk.
Starstruck. It's your beard. It really is. It commands authority.
Yeah. Okay, Faz. Well, you can try again in the future.
Yes.
So.
There.
Hello, Sandman.
Now hello, Frank. This is Fred.
Well, this is Fred. Okay.
It really is.
My agent John tried to call you back because I couldn't understand you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Can you turn off the stream in the background, Sandman? So your agent tried to call me?
Is that like a secret agent?
And Charles, you're at 275-7176.
I don't know. I think that was a troll in disguise.
Yeah, I'm not really
he wasn't
sure.
doing a very good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, he was reading off my social security number. I'm not sure how he got that, though. So, my social security number is only 5 numbers long, so that's what that number was.
Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well,
we knew today was going to be an interesting day. So it's definitely curious to see everything that's been going on. We've been getting a lot of people who have been friend requesting, but only a couple of strange calls. So
right. Strange isn't necessarily better, but
it could be.
It's interesting.
But if we went along the path of Mr. Bell, then we could flip that.
Right, because then the devil would call.
Which we have the appropriate response for him.
Yeah. Hey, well, we've got time for a few more calls.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably call this internet disaster quits. It's been rough.
To say the least.
Yeah. So, okay. Well.
Ready for your calls. Because we're live today in the Marquee Studio with Marquee Dragon and Moose Bank. Using my fake radio voice.
Morris is calling back.
Maybe thought of another question.
Hello, Morris.
Hello, Morris.
Is Moose allowed to stroke your beard?
No.
No, God, no. You never touch a dragon's beard. You want him to roast me alive?
You, sir.
Next caller. Okay, let's see here. Victim, thank you for hosting.
Thank you, Victim.
And hello, Androis. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
You're on the air. Really?
It's your beard, I'm telling
you. It is live.
What's up?
You tell us.
Right.
What's on your mind?
Really nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for
Just
the call.
watching.
Next caller. He hung up. Right as I was about to answer. Yes, well, please do call again. If you really don't have anything to say, there's not much sense in calling.
Or they just want the 5 seconds of fame to have called
Right.
the famous Marquis Dragons.
Right.
channel.
And so I mispronounced their name, and we don't show their name on there. Yes.
Yeah.
And beard stroking is not going to happen. Yeah. So,
Maybe after a few cocktails.
No. Still not going to happen.
Worst caller's eve ever.
Right. Hello, Guy. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, Guy.
Yes. Hello. I have a question about EVE Online, if that's okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm a Provi Block player, and do you have any opinions on NRDS? So not red, don't shoot it.
And what
Provi Block, right? You said you're from Provi Block?
That's right. Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay, so you're from Provi Block, and the question is,
how do I feel about not red, don't shoot
it? Can you be a little bit more specific on your question?
You've stumped us.
Yes. I understand everything you're saying, but I don't specifically understand your question. Seem to be having an issue with the call.
These internets. Okay.
George.
Well, who is George?
I have to show you, George. I'm going to have to bring you on a tour of the Moose Spire. Maybe we can do that later.
Okay. Where do I find these people? Dude, they find me. So...
By the way, if you get a call from somebody called Zavorik, you just go ahead and hit decline. Because he will take it to a whole new world. I promise you faithfully.
That sounds fun. Okay. One last call. I think we got one last call.
Make it a good one. All right, so let's take one last caller. Make it a really good one. Let's actually ask a question this time instead of playing copyrighted music or trolling or reading my social security number
or beard stroking. Hello, James.
A lot of pressure, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, J Thorne, buddy, we can barely hear you. Go ahead and try that again, buddy. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah, we're not hearing anything. Okay, well,
so we'll call that half a caller.
Half a caller. So we've got one.
Okay.
Hello, Michael. You're on the air.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, gents. I was just calling to find out. A lot of people go to school for things, and then they end up going in completely different directions. What's your educational background, and how has that affected where you are now?
That is probably the best question that we've had.
Dude, are you educated? Because that was a great question.
That was a fantastic question.
I went to school to learn that question.
Yes.
I spent $10,000 on a degree to ask one question on the Marquis Dragon show.
Right. And now you're an ordained reverend?
Yes. Well, we will start off with the king here.
Oh, gosh. Well, I actually don't like talking about this so much, but I will. But it's not because I'm embarrassed of my level of education. It's because I don't want someone who's young to hear this and think that they can do the same thing I've done, because it's not the case. And they may be able to, but it's unlikely. So I only finished 9th grade in high school. I didn't go any higher than that. And but that doesn't mean that I ever stopped studying. So I actually was working at the age of 15, and I had a full-time job. I got emancipated at 15, which means that or at 16, which means that I became a legal adult through the court system, and was living on my own, and pretty much paying my own way, and then, but it wasn't enough I didn't have enough education to actually do something good. You know, most places want to see a degree. They don't care what the degree is. If you have a degree, that's a +1 for you. If you have a high school diploma, that's +1 for you. If you don't have either of those, there are other people applying for that same job that are going to have the +1.
Yep.
And you don't even get your foot in the door to get an interview. Now, since I couldn't get a job doing the things that I wanted to do, I ended up starting my own companies. And I was an entrepreneur all along. I mean, I started, you know, my first entrepreneurial venture happened when I was about 5. But I, you know, I had to build my own way. And so my education cost more than most people's education, especially like, you know, losing $500,000 in a limo business, losing $250,000 on WoW accounts, you know, just things like that. So I'm at $750,000 on education right there.
What do they call the School of Fort Knox? I think is what they
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Fort Knox is a different
Fort
school.
Knox is a different school altogether.
And so I don't advocate for people to try that. And I can tell you how I've made up for it, though, and that is that a lot of the education that I've had after that point was what you'd call master classes. And those are expensive, though. I mean, typically, you know, like $1,500, $2,000 for a 2-day course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's with people who are top of their game, you know, top of their field. And you learn a hell of a lot. But what makes a difference is putting it into action.
So basically what I'm gathering from what you said is it's not impossible to do it without an educational background, but hard work, dedication, and believing in yourself is definitely key in any aspect.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Believing in myself, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but and unfortunately, you know, that there's so many people nowadays that don't have that confidence. That don't, you know, they don't believe in themselves. You know, I mean,
I've seen other people just as smart as me,
yeah,
who don't apply it well. And so it's really about how you apply it and what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Welcome
action
to the Dragons.
over anything else. So, you know, there's a lot of really brilliant people out there that come up with really great ideas, and they put them onto paper and they build a plan and everything. None of that matters anything if you don't take action.
Don't execute.
That's right.
Yep.
So no one ever knows.
It's brilliantly said. Brilliantly said.
And you, Moose?
Well, I kind of have a similar background. I actually dropped out of high school in 11th grade. I was close to top of my class. Oh, I got to do a shout out to Cusi. What's up, buddy? It's one of my best guys there. So yeah, I dropped out in my 11th year of high school. I was I think 4th in my student body. For a girl, because we were going to run off together and get jobs and all kinds of stuff like that. And then I ended up getting kicked out of my house, and I lived out of my car for a while. I lived out of a theater that I was a manager for the school board. And then after that, I finally got my act together. I had a job and I got my GED. And I'm actually currently going to school right now for business education.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to expand my horizons there. I think you hit it absolutely on the head, especially nowadays. If you want to work for an already established company and not want to start your own business, they are going to look at two different you know, both applications. One with experience and the degree, and the other one with just experience. You know, you really have to weigh the pros and cons there. So, I mean, definitely if you want to continue on the education, but experience is going to be very important. But if you don't have the dedication, the hard work, and the perseverance to push through, then you're never going to accomplish it. So
I can tell you that I had a lot of really good jobs, but that was because I had history of, you know, running my own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Except on my resume, I didn't put that I was the owner. I put that, like my computer store. I put that I had experience with managing the front of the house operations, with sales and with cash, with customer service, and that I had experience with the back room with business operations and with repairing computers and all of this stuff. I had to change my resume to not say owner, and then I actually got hired some places, and I got hired at the Department of Energy, working for the government, and except I didn't even have a GED. I didn't have a GED. I didn't have a diploma or anything. And they had this federal background check that was pretty extensive. I mean, I think it took like 5 weeks or something like that.
Mhm.
And I kept getting calls from my friends and stuff saying, "Hey, like somebody from the FBI or something like that called me doing an investigation on you. Are you in trouble?" And I'm like, "No, they're just assessing me for security clearance or something. I don't know." And then they called me to say that I passed the security review, but that when they went to check on my education, that I had nothing for high school. And what was the high school that I graduated from? And I'm like, I didn't. And they're like, what? And so they're like, dude, you can't work for us without the diploma or GED.
Right.
And I said, oh, well, I want this job. I tell you what, let me call you back in a few days and I'll have it. And I went and I called the local community colleges and I said, have you got a GED testing tomorrow? And I found one that was a couple of counties over that they did, and I had to pay an enormous amount of money.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was like out of area or whatever. And they're like, you should probably go through the classes beforehand and, to make sure you know this. I'm like, I don't have time. I'm just doing it cold turkey.
Just do it.
I took it all cold turkey.
Like a Band-Aid and rip it off and...
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, so I took it cold turkey and I got the job. But so I guess I learned some things in school, but didn't learn to stick with it.
Well, hopefully that answered your question, Michael.
That was great. Thanks, guys, for the awesome streams. Have a great day.
Yep.
Appreciate
That was a really great
Welcome
question.
to the
Thank you.
Dragons.
Thanks. Bye.
So, okay, so I think that's the end of our impromptu.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it show, and so you can find Moose Bank on Twitch. Is it Moose_Bank?
Moose_Bank.
Yeah, on Twitch. Everybody knows where I'm at. On the YouTube video for this, I'll put a link over to you, Moose.
I got a lot of my mods right now are watching, so I'm sure one of them will post a link to the to the Twitch stream here in just a second. So
yeah. So, okay. Well, thank you, everyone. And Moose, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of chaos. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to change some things if we're going to do this again in the future.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Or maybe actually plan.
Right. Well, that helps. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Well, take care. It's been good.
Thank you, guys.
See you all later.
See ya.